Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome to another reading. Today's reading, I'm going to focus in the energy of the moon in Taurus. Um, it is a timeless message. So whenever it finds you, it's for a reason. Perhaps if you have the moon in Taurus, um, this energy, this message will maybe resonate more with you, will call you and more. Okay. But it's for any signs, it's just, timeless for everyone. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. What is stabilizing? What is stabilizing in your life right now? There is some unconscious stuff. Okay, first we got the devil. So I do feel like there is some unconscious things that perhaps you're starting to see in a different way. At the top we have the Seven of Wands and at the bottom Four of Wands. So I do feel like right now you're trying to see what is not really working, right? What is not stable in your life. And but you already have like a sense of foundation. You already have a sense of what you want to keep kind of thing. And I feel like you're kind of protecting it. You're trying like to protect this foundation that you already see kind of from these subconscious things like that, like perhaps in the past you could not control, perhaps right now you cannot totally control it, but you're kind of like noticing more. Where do you crave more security? Main energy, Six of Cups. um I'm getting a few things here. For some of you, can be a situation from the past or a person that you've been trying to work on things, like on like something, and you've been craving to feel safe with this person. I do feel like there's some inner child healing going on here. That's why there's like this safety matter, because like perhaps like it is triggering you some from the past, like any traumas and that kind of stuff. um but I do feel like there's this energy of like bringing safety for the situation and person in a specific, but also at the same time bringing safety for your inner child. At the top we have Nine of Wands and at the bottom the Hermit. So I do feel like you've been working really hard on that, and you've been actually like looking inward, so you can actually find this safety, in this situation or this person, or for your inner child as well. What belief about your worth needs upgrading? We got the moon. So for some people, I am getting here this energy of you need to upgrade how you like about your faith, how you trust in the unknown, how um how much do you trust? Do you truly trust, or you're not? Perhaps like it's just like a facade. So I feel like for some people it's about this, how you truly trust in the unknown. For some people, I do feel like there's a lot of a really strong energy of how how you're healing. What's your healing process? Perhaps you've been just doing one thing, one or two things, but there's other options, you know. So um, it's good to stick to what works, but it's also good to actually take a look in other options to complement the one you already do. At the top we have Three of Cups, and at the bottom Ace of Cups. So I do feel here that perhaps you've been having a hard time like celebrating, hanging out with your friends, um, because perhaps you feel that you shouldn't, kind of thing. But you need to understand like what brings you fulfillment and actually be around people and be places where actually brings the fulfillment. Um, because like right now, I feel like that perhaps you feel that is wrong, perhaps because of the situation you're going through. You feel like it's wrong to celebrate or to look happy. Um, but like it don't have to be like that. What practical action increases your stability? Okay, here we have the Hanged Man. So I feel like when you start looking at things from different perspectives, that can definitely um, increases your stability. Also, I feel like when you truly like uh choose something that you want or that you believe and truly like go for it. Like you're really it's what is worth be hanged for. So I feel like there's this thing about seeing things from a different perspective, but at the same time being really strong in your own convictions. At the top we have the Star, and at the bottom Six of Pentacles. So here I feel that um here I feel that you need to understand, for some people, you need to understand like how to spend money. There's someone here that some people that they may have some problems with money, and it is important for you to look at that. Perhaps you have like a finances like money wound, and you totally should look at that, because perhaps like you're giving to the wrong places right now. But if you start like putting your money in the right places, where is actually like you're investing in other things, investing in yourself, that will return to you in some way. But if you don't do that, if you're just like spending money, then that's not what's going to bring you the stability you want. Pleasure you are allowed to enjoy. Main energy, we got the sun. So I do feel here that it is like a little bit about like we were talking about like being happy, about like even though like the circumstances are not like perhaps the best, but it's you like going out with friends, enjoying your time with your friends and actually like being happy and doing fun stuff. What's your sun? What brings you that warmth, right? At the top we have Three of Pentacles, and at the bottom King of Cups. So I do feel like here, okay, for some people, I don't know if someone thought about like a menage, but it could be sexual as well if it is something that you've been trying to like, you want to like work on it, if it is something you're you want to. But here with the Three of Pentacles and the King of Cups, I feel like you should um you should like go for things that truly like brings you emotional fulfillment, not just like external fulfillment. Because here we're talking about pleasure, right? But like I think like things that it brings you warmth, things that it brings you emotional fulfillment, and perhaps it is involved like other people, hanging out with your friends, or you know, like sexual pleasure as well. Um, but like it's okay for you to enjoy it. It's fine. Where are you holding on too tightly? Okay, Eight of Pentacles. For some of you, I feel like you've been focusing a lot on your work right now. But I do feel like has been a lot. Perhaps you've been working like a lot. Um, and I think like it's time to kind of to try to slow down a little bit. At the top we have Ten of Pentacles, and at the bottom we have Two of Swords. So I feel here like that you want an abundance, like you want the abundance, right? You know what you want. And with the Two of Swords, I feel like perhaps you're always like trying to understand if you should keep working on that or like rest. Um, but I do feel here that it almost I feel like that you want to like take some time off, but you're so focused on the goal, and you think like the only way for you to actually get to that goal is keep working, keep working, no stop. But I think like right now it's time to like try to choose a little bit more taking care of yourself, taking like time to rest, but I do feel here that you definitely like have a hard time choosing that. Higher self advice about abundance and peace. So here we got Death, King of Pentacles, and Queen of Swords. For some of you, there is something transforming in a connection where perhaps you are the person that's like more earth matter controlling, like you got money, you got the job, you got, stuff, material stuff. Perhaps a little bit egocentric, but um, and someone who's being really like straightforward with their communication, like boundaries up, you know, if you're like you're doing something that it doesn't match their energy or they don't think it's aligned, they cut and that's it. There's no fucking other way. So I feel like there's for some of you there is like a transformation going on in a connection here. For some of you, for those who doesn't have like a connection in mind, I feel that you're actually balancing your earth matters and also your communication. Like you're trying to understand how you can actually work with both together. Perhaps at your work you have to use a lot of your communication, and you're actually understanding that like depends on how you talk and how you say things. You can actually you feel more in control, you feel more confident, you feel that you can get what you actually want. At the top we have Three of Wands and Ace of Wands. So here I feel that you're going to start seeing the bigger, like a bigger picture for something in your life, especially like about abundance and peace. I feel like you're kind of working towards it. You're probably still a little bit in a comfort zone. Perhaps you're a little bit scared of taking another action, but I do feel like here that when the time is right, when you feel ready, you're gonna take the next step. But I feel like you're still backing up a little bit. But I think, like, to be quite honest, when you feel like acting, you should. Well, guys, this is the reading for you today. I hope it resonates, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.